title is not clickbait. I know it's possible to make life-changing wealth in the crypto markets, especially when absolutely everything is going parabolic, the entire market is green like it is right now. But the thing is, I hate putting things like 100x and life-changing wealth in the titles, but I have to, because that way I get people to click on the video, and then when you're here, I can share with you real strategies, real level-headed analysis that can allow you to make and keep true wealth in a bull market. In conditions like this, after the Ripple news, the market goes absolutely wild. And this is some of the best advice I can give. The money is easy to make, and I'll show you how in this video, but it's even harder to keep. And we'll talk about that too. The other thing is that the worst influencers, CEOs, and VCs will look like heroes because they're going to prey on your greed and you'll love them for it. Just look at all the heroes of the last bull market who are now absolute villains. They'll post titles about life-changing wealth and 100x's, and then they'll pretend it's really easy and all you have to do is give them all your money in some way, shape, or form. And finally, remember that this can end at any moment. Your job is not to buy the bottom and sell the top. Your job is to make a ton of money in between. Now, I'm going to share my trading plan, price predictions, and strategies so you can build your own. You don't need to copy me. Learn to trade for yourself and build systems so you can make money consistently. See, my students have applied this philosophy the entire bear market. They started building up their skills, and now when market conditions turn like this, the fruits of their labor start to show. These aren't signals. These aren't magic indicators. These are just real people who learned to trade and now don't even need me. They just do it themselves. If you're interested in something like that, then I've got a link for you in the description below. If you want to become a millionaire for 2 weeks or have someone else do all the work for you, I won't be able to help. So we'll start with Bitcoin high time frame, bring our moving averages in. Everything's starting to fan out. We're starting to move in that upwards direction. This move went up, consolidated sideways, and now we're testing the upper part of this range. Come to the 4 hour, one deviation here, and then price has since come back down, retested, and is looking actually slightly bearish. Luckily for me, I was asleep during this. Otherwise, I would have tried to catch some sort of breakout here. Given the latest price action, I'm no longer interested in this 31.3K level. I'm now solely focused on this 31.5. I want to see the next attempt above this, and that is when I'm going to try and catch my breakout. However, there are other much more interesting assets. You can see here that Ethereum has moved twice as much as Bitcoin and almost 3 times as much in the last 24 hours. If we take a look at a clean Ethereum chart, this actually looks much more interesting than Bitcoin right now. Let's zoom out to the 1 week, get an idea of what's going on macro. Between the 30 and the 100 moving average, we've got the 2,500 level over here, key structural level of the market. Marks, it's actually very easy. We had our high there, our first low here, our first higher low there, then the market low appeared there, then we had this here. Now this is a very key structural level at the 2K level. If we break this, it's the first proper sign that Ethereum is about to shift its market levels because we had this happen on Bitcoin not too long ago at around the 25K level. And now if this happens on Ethereum, altcoins, I think, are going to go absolutely wild as we explode up to test between 2,300 and 2,500. That will be a beautiful breakout to try and catch. So let's zoom in on the lower time frames. This syncs up perfectly with these two levels here. We're testing resistance at 2,000, key psychological level. You can see all the moving averages on the daily are ready to fan out. I am now more interested in Ethereum than Bitcoin. However, I will be trading both. Also, in these market conditions, liquidity is abundant. That means altcoins have plenty of opportunities. I mean, just look at that parabolic chart there. Ethereum, parabolic. Cardano, a parabolic. We're going to look at all of these. First, we'll start with the 2 coins I shared the other day. Solana, this was an absolutely beautiful opportunity. I told you that the most important level for me was, let's get rid of these moving averages, this previous breakdown level right here at $22. So I was waiting for this breakout and I caught a fantastic trade here. Now, I took profit a little bit early because as you can see, for me, it started to get really late. My original target was around $27 when I entered the position, though I knew this thing could absolutely fly higher. And I've shared with you guys before strategies for catching big trends like this and continuing with them. So I exited a little bit earlier, between 26 and 26.5, which I'm very happy with. Good money made. Then we had a second move up, and there's still opportunity to make money here. Now, I'm going to keep this real simple. We're going to take Fibonacci level from the bottom of the move here, right before we broke above the 21K level, and up to here at the peak. And you can see the algorithms like clockwork. Price comes down, tests the 382, goes up, hits the 236. These sorts of retracement plays, I keep telling you, you can come in after these coins pump and still make a ton of money because they never go down in a straight line. They always bounce, and with some of the key bounce levels going to be 382, 236. So right now, I absolutely love this 0.5, $27 as an entry point, and I absolutely love the 0.618 as an entry point. We've got data, actually beautiful data confirming it here. Bottom of this consolidation, top of this consolidation. You can look for some tasty bounces over here, or you can enter for a more longer term position. Again, depends on the system you built. Depends how you like to set your stop losses and take profits. It depends how you like to manage your positions. If I were to teach you all of that in one video, it would probably take about 20 hours. Next coin we're going to look at is Matic. Again, perfect breakout over here at the 0.76, the level I told you to watch last video. Price went up, melted through both of these resistances, and then went all the way up to about 0.89. If we zoom out to the 1 day, this is an extremely significant level break, and the next one we're waiting for is going to be over here at about 0.9. Break above this 0.9 and it is just air. This is going to fly up. Already a fantastic candle, and we're going to apply the same strategy. Now, I didn't enter a Matic position. Again, it was very late, and health is always going to be my priority over just making as much money as possible. I'm fortunate enough to be in that position. If you need to make your money, if it's a bigger priority for you, there's nothing wrong with hustling, especially when market conditions are like this. But remember, balance it, keep it sustainable and consistent. You never know how long this is going to last. So take the price up, and you can see the exact same thing I showed you before happening here. Price comes down, and like clockwork, 382, we bounce up. Here we actually went above the 236 level as well. So it was a pretty significant bounce, and price is floating around this 236. Favorite levels, again, you could even risk the retest. So 0.82, lovely entry. Then we've got another one over here between the 618 and the 789. When we've got this much confluence, we don't actually need to use the 0.5. These two are my favorites. Let's just zoom into the 1 hour to see what the charts look like here. Clean it up a bit more, and we've got ourselves a really solid move. With regards to extension targets, I'd actually be reasonably conservative. I'm not looking to take huge profits here. I'll enter really strongly over here at 0.9. Every single bull market, people think you need to enter early in order to make money. I enter late, I make my money, I exit early, I keep my money. I'm not trying to make the most money possible in one trade. In 5-10 years time, I want to have outperformed absolutely everyone, and that's why I take this approach. Now, a few other coins I'm watching, Link, AVAX, to name a few. I'll share more charts in my Telegram, either today or tomorrow. As I'm trading, I'll also update Matic and Solana if anything exciting happens within the market that you guys need to know about. The Telegram is free. You can sign up with another link in the description below. That's everything from me today.